Hey, welcome back to another video. And today we have the TONOR TC-777, which was sent out by TONOR themselves. But this is by no means sponsored since we aren't getting paid. So if you want to help us out, please make sure to subscribe. So without further ado, let's unbox this. Now straight up in the box, we have the manual, which includes all that you need to know about all the features of the microphone, including how to set it up and helpful features that we'll get into after we unbox this microphone. We also have this microphone stand that can be screwed in right here, and everything comes screwed in, and all you have to do is just take it out and everything is attached. Even the cable is physically attached and you can't even remove it. Also, the thing that you notice about the microphone itself is that it just has a logo on top, and it does not have any physical buttons on the sides to adjust the volume, mute it, or anything like that, which makes it a huge drawback. And in terms of the cable connection, it goes to a USB. Now let's set this up on my Windows laptop, which of course is similar for how you would set it on Mac. And for this demonstration, I'll be using Premiere Pro. And since this is of course a plug-and-play microphone, the microphone should be detected as soon as I plug it in. And another drawback that I see is that there's no indication if the microphone is working. Like many other brands, I use light or visual colors to see if the microphone is working. And of course, I use this in Premiere Pro because I can always adjust the volume and also increase or decrease gain depending on the situation, because of course this doesn't have any dial to adjust the volume.
Okay, now let's talk about the sound quality.
So this is me talking with the TONOR microphone, and you guys can see that it's a major upgrade from an inbuilt microphone like the one I'm using right now,
Which is the Canon 90D, and Canon 90D is no problem with the inbuilt microphone, but you can always upgrade to a better microphone like this. And one drawback that I found was that it doesn't have a really high sampling rate. It only has a 44.1 kilohertz of sampling rate when compared to other competition.
And there was one more thing, which was when you talk to the microphone, your mouth has to be directly in front of it because it doesn't pick it up, probably because there's two filters right here and here, which maybe muffles out your voice too much. But I see that not as much of a problem because I can always increase the sound through software, and this is what I'm doing right now with the Premiere Pro. So this is what you hear when you straight plug it into Premiere Pro. It's not that loud. And now I'm gonna increase the decibels a little bit, and this is what you hear, which is of course what you want to hear from a microphone. And also, this microphone is a cardioid microphone, which helps it keeps its isolation from external sounds such as people talking or keyboard typing and stuff like that. And what also helps its isolation is that
it has two filters. So one is on the camera itself, which you can even take out if you want, and it will reveal the metallic microphone right there. And then you can also put this pop filter on top, which then enhances more of your sound. And what the pop filter does is takes out all the excess air sound like a vent or any small hissing sounds, and it makes it so much better. Now, an important test other than the sampling rate and the microphone quality is its isolation, which I hinted towards earlier. And in terms of isolation, I'll be snapping my finger continuously and then switching between this microphone and the inbuilt microphone. So this is me talking with the inbuilt microphone of the Canon 90D, and technically I'm 100% assuming that you can hear the snapping and my voice like directly at the same decibels.
But now when I switch to the microphone, the snapping probably got a little bit isolated, or mostly isolated, and you can almost only hear me.
Just for reference, this is the inbuilt,
and this is the microphone itself. So ultimately, despite the fact that it has only like a raw audio file of this, sound is really low sometimes. I find this microphone really worth it for just its price of $50, and for a limited time you can get it for $30. Put the link in the description, and I say it's worth it. And there are other competitors in this playing field, and it's the ones that the high-end microphones are like more than $100. And if you want to find a cheaper option, this is definitely worth it if you are willing to sometimes deal with the audio, or maybe for live streams like that. Maybe you want to increase, if you're willing to increase it through OBS or stuff like that. then it's definitely worth the upgrade from a normal inbuilt microphone on a camera. For the uses of this is you can use it on basically any social platform by just plugging it in, and then it's already detected, and you can just adjust the microphone like that. Another drawback is that the microphone doesn't have any controls on the microphone, and that is a major drawback of it. So you can't adjust the volume or mute it straight from the microphone, which is, in my opinion, loses a lot of potential. And the microphones like the Wi-Fi microphone and the Blue Yeti and the Razer V2 Pro, it all has this volume adjuster and even mute button on the camera itself. So this might be a major drawback for you, but in most cases you should be okay, because for me personally, I'm mostly going to use it for YouTube narration or voiceover, so I don't need that mute button and volume up, because I can just edit through Premiere Pro, which I just showed you earlier. Also, Amazon buyers agree with me with a 5-star rating volume of 19,000. So 19,000 people reviewed this as 5-star, and as an average 5-star of like about 4.5 out of 5, which is amazing to be compared with that many reviews, that much positive reviews. But at the end of the day, these are just stats in my opinion. So what do you guys think of the microphone? Leave it in the comment section below if you're willing to buy it, and if you are buying it, tell us what you use right now and what are you upgrading from. But of course, it's your choice, and if all you heard the audio, you heard the isolation test, and you heard my opinion, what do you guys think of the microphone? And other than that, make sure to subscribe, and peace.